Welcome back, everyone. I am excited nonetheless to continue our story. You guys are in the grassy place. You don't know much about this place, only that it has kind of entrapped you into a maze. Beautiful, green, and very winding and ever-changing. And now you have chosen to rest here for the time being, and Uhu is still trying to get to you.
Okay, well, does anybody have any, like, high athletics? Because maybe somebody could climb to the top of this big old tree and see if they could see which way is which. Or we could, like, look at moss on the rocks.
I don't have anything athletic, so I suggest someone else.
I have 2 athletics, but that's not much.
You all, please, roll perception for me. Nice, very good. Let's go ahead and start off with both Scout and Watato. So basically what you can observe from this area is that it's it's rather vast, and it's also very well fortified, even though it's basically made of grass and greenery and thorns and whatnot. So you get the feeling that no sniper is going to find you here for long. Definitely unable to see anything from the outside. And then both, let's see, Yule and Tiara. You observe this as well, but you also take note that there is a patch of beautiful flowers. They smell very fragrant and seem very lovely and nice. Very beautiful, unlike anything you've ever seen before.
I bet I can make some acid out of those flowers over there. We can burn our way through this forest.
So pretty, I wouldn't want to ruin it.
I see we've got some different viewpoints here. And also, one last thing that you see is that there are 2 different directions you can go in. There's an opening to the right, an opening to the left, and of course the place where you came from.
Oh, left and right. Should I vote?
Well, whatever you guys would like to do.
Coin?
Can we flip Watoto?
Hey! Flip Watoto! Nose up or nose down?
No, please. Watoto's scared of heights.
It's okay, we won't throw you up too high.
Split up.
Didn't we bring some walkie-talkies with us, Ada? I think we can split while carrying the walkie-talkies with us, Ada.
That is true.
That's a good idea.
Do the walkie-talkies work?
Ada? Wait, why is there such an echo?
Well, you guys are rather close to each other, so of course you can hear each other.
Well then, since they seem to work, I think we should split into 2 groups.
Okay.
Who wants to go with who, Ada?
Oh, somebody's gonna pick Watoto, huh?
Me.
Oh!
Alright, which way should we go?
Watoto feels tingly for the left.
I agree, Ada.
Alright, you and I are going right.
Right it is! Let's go right.
So it looks like we've got both Scout and Yule to the right, and then Watato and Tiara to the left. So we'll start off with Scout and Yule. You guys chose to go to the right. As you make your way down the path, if you look closely, tall tree is here. Very tall indeed, and there are vines winding in between them.
You can make a didgeridoo out of these trees. You see how nice and long and tall they are? You can make a lot of stuff out of these trees.
Take them with us, just in case.
Not a bad idea.
Do you have something to cut down the trees?
I got me a blade.
All right, let's give it a try. Go ahead and roll your dexterity and weaponry for me.
Oh, baby, we're cutting down big trees tonight, baby. Okay.
She's probably making a helicopter out of that.
You manage to very slowly but surely chip away at the walls, and the vines, they don't like you doing that.
You're alive? I mean,
you're not totally sure, but when you cut into them, it does seem as though the forest is screaming.
Oh, Jesus.
A little bit.
girls okay over there? Tiara over. Seems
You just
fine,
told me
bleeding. They're screaming?
The whole forest seems to be screaming as you cut down the tree.
like really loud, like, yeah.
It's hard to describe. Not much like a human scream. Yeah, the vines are very angry though. And in fact, as you take the piece of the tree that you've cut, the vines seem to be closing in rather quickly.
Could've guessed
Scout,
that.
think we might have to start running.
Alright. This is giving me flashbacks. Maybe we should radio into... Let me see if this thing works. Tingley left. Come in, Tingley left. This is wood chopping right. Do you copy? Over.
Watoto copy. Over.
Tiara copy. Over. We've got some tingly... never mind. We've got some trees, screaming trees here, and they seem to be closing in on us. How are you guys doing over there? Over.
It's a good thing that you asked, because we're gonna go ahead and segue on over to Watato and Tiara. Now for you guys, the scenery is ever so slightly different. You find this place that actually does straight up look like a maze, a rather fancy maze actually. But the walls are actually very tall. You see, this isn't, the scale that you may see this right now is actually, it's very, very, very big. You guys would probably be about the size of one of those tiles on the ground.
Oh.
And literally a maze. But the one thing that you don't quite see in this picture is that those white flowers kind of continue to grow along the vines and along the way. And they smell so nice.
Pretty.
I want to see if, like, which way the flowers go. If they go, and then we shall follow the flowers, Anna.
Okay, so both of you are kind of able to perceive that these flowers are the same ones that you found in that nice little safe area, and they make you feel safe. They smell very nice, and you're able to observe they go for a little ways, but interestingly enough, they stop and they don't branch off into any other direction. They just kind of become a bit less and less. And Watato, you specifically are able to sort of perceive that there is actually nothing dangerous about these flowers. In fact, they're very inviting.
Watoto take a flower, give to pretty bird lady.
For me, Ara? Thank you so kindly, Ara.
How do you smell better? Flower good for good scent, good smell.
It does indeed smell very nice. Can I pick a flower too?
Sure.
Give it to Watoto.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. Let's continue walking, Ara. We shouldn't waste our time.
Interestingly enough, even though you've taken these flowers, it doesn't seem the forest is angry or anything like that. You do have some lovely white flowers.
Can I use this for potions?
I mean, if you'd like to, you have it now, so. Meanwhile, where everyone seems to be dying, we're here, and unfortunately, the vines are getting real wild.
Uh-oh.
Shall we make like a deer in headlights and run?
Yes. Can I maybe like search for any exits or anything on the while we're running?
Sure, go ahead and do a perception check for me.
Oh, thank the Lord.
Right. Reroll those 10s. With that, a very exceptional success, your eyes dart back and forth as you look around for some possible exit. The vines are closing in very quickly, and they seem to be definitely interested in taking you and making you a part of them. However, the good news is, as you kind of begin to back up, you perceive that behind you, there's actually a perfectly sized hole for people to fit through, that you might be able to escape through, that the vines aren't reaching right now.
Scout, this way. Suspiciously perfectly sized for us to pass through, but better than nothing.
Looks like one of them game show holes when you gotta fit through the size. Let's go.
What close
let's
is
hit
this
it.
one?
This is
The one up close?
Well, on the television, Ma used to watch this thing called yoga, and they call this one the tree pose.
The tree pose. Okay, the tree pose. Okay. You go first, Scout. You go first. Show me what the tree pose looks like.
Do I have to roll for this, or can I just go through?
Athletics and dexterity.
And dexterity. Yep. There it comes. Hope you're ready to push.
I want to see Yule pushing Scout's butt through the hole.
Okay, you managed to wiggle your way through there. It is not comfortable and it is very tight. However, it is certainly nothing compared to the sharp vines that are going to pierce your skin and make you a part of them.
Thank you, more than yoga. You'll fit.
You'll fit through, okay.
Uh-oh. So, Scout, you managed to make it out to the other side, and you see that Yule is wriggling through the hole as best she can. However, she gets stuck.
It's alright. I got this. Do I still have my blade?
I am gonna need first Yule to take 1 bashing damage as the vines begin to hit at your feet.
Can I perceive? Can I perception?
Sure, do a perception check and let's find out what's going on. With 2 successes, you are able to perceive that the issue isn't necessarily that Yule isn't able to fit. In fact, you guys are about, like, probably roughly the same size, so that's not so much the problem. It's just that Yule is a little slow, not really the most muscle-defined, well-toned, kind of used to crawling in the mud. So she just needs a bit of a pull.
Oh, I did this with a feller back in Belt Buckle, and I saved him from the man-eating mines. Maybe I can do that for you here, Yule. Could I, like, do the same thing, you think, with the pickaxe and yoink?
Sure,
Hoist?
if you'd like to try.
Okay, Yule, we can either use the pickaxe or I'm willing to use my pants again. We can tie it around you nice and tight and give you a nice tug.
I'm gonna go with the pickaxe.
You know, if I lose my pickaxe because of this, then I'm gonna leave you behind.
But you're not gonna leave
maybe
me behind if you lose your pants?
No, ma'am.
Alright.
The Does it matter which one I choose?
It would be a different role, I would say.
I'm using my pants.
Let's do athletics and either strength or dexterity, and then do a +1 for strong pants.
Oh yeah! Stitched up by mama. Yeah.
That's all you need. You go ahead and throw Yule a line, that line being your pants.
Or like a leg.
Like a leg. Yule, you grab onto that bad boy, and by God, Scout, you tug so hard. You channel that energy, and you bring Yule out of the tightened hole. Thankfully, her ankles are very scraped up, but that's about it. And you guys seem to be all right for now.
Ooh, yeah. Only when it's on is get it. Hopping out the raid, let's get it. Smash 9 bitches, get it. Run up a check, no